Alright, so we're here building our first shooter prototype of the season. This prototype is designed to see whether or not we can build a turret without ever actually having to move the wheels around. So we have two drums, one on the right, one on the left, and these are going to send the fuel up into the air without any spin, and then we're going to have a macker mounted on top on our Lazy Susan that's going to be turreted. And the goal is that this macker will redirect the ball's path while adding a little bit of backspin, so we can get a little more accurate with it, get a little bit more range, and just generally have a turret without having to go through any of the difficulties associated with moving wires around in a circle and making sure we have long enough wires and not ever, pulling our wires out or none of that mess. We just have a nice analog thing on top of our turret that can move without having to be attached to anything else. So, basically right now we're just checking to make sure roughly about how much power we actually need to climb. So basically just a confirmation that we can do it with just one sim, which on the actual robot we should be doing it with more, but it's just a proof of concept. Our next step is going to be figuring out our attachment mechanism to actually grab onto the rope before we climb. If GDC allows it, we'll be doing Velcro probably. If not, we'll be figuring out something with hook and loop along the lines of what you saw with Greenhorn's RI3D.
Hey, I'm here to talk about our drivetrain. Currently we only have one side of the, half a side of the prototype done. So basically we're going to be doing 2+2 on our robot. There's going to be omnis in the back and there's going to be a traction wheel on the front. You can see in this drivetrain wheel already that we're going to be cutting it really, really close on spacing. That's because we want to maximize as much area as we can in the belly pan area to give us as much ball area volume. We got both of the rails assembled and now they're held together by the belly pan and a back 2x4. And pretty soon we're gonna have some pieces of wood attaching the intake and hopefully the shooter sometime this weekend.
We have our prototype for our gear intake. So this is, right now it's not attached yet, but we plan to attach it to our robot with pivoting hinges, and so that we will be able to lower this. It's with the system similar to like our intake for the balls, and then these four wheels will spin in when we attach a motor, and it'll pull in the gear and hold it here in the rack. And later on we're going to tension these that way so we can hang them on the peg for the gear.
Alright, so we made some upgrades to our drivetrain. We've included an electrical system now, very basic. We also have a little piece of chain tensioner so that way the chain doesn't sag on the floor anymore. We also have a really, really heavy collector that we're mitigating with some gas shocks on the side. And hopefully we'll continue progress on